G'day everyone, Gareth here from Organic Growing Melbourne. I thought I'd do another video. I thought I'd do another quick update. I've just been in the garden. I've just fertilised all the plants with organic fertiliser. I put some more potash down, and then just a seaweed concentrate, which I foliar feed. I've actually done a video on what fertilisers I use. You'll be able to find that video if you want to watch that. But the update, let's have a look what's going on. We'll start off up the top here. So I've moved all the tropicals back out now. I've just recently done a video on the kiwi fruit. In fact, that was my last video. So we'll just go on to the next ones here. So the hibiscus. So the hibiscus are waking up, as you can see. All the new growth. Some of them have been pruned. This one's just all got a heap of flower buds on it. Same with this one. We've got a beautiful one that's just opened. I think that's just opened today actually, this one, maybe yesterday. And the biggest one, it's got a huge flower on this one. But I gave that a big prune because it was looking a bit nasty, but you can see all the new growth coming through now. That one's looking quite ugly. I don't know what's going on with this one. It's just sort of dropped all its leaves just in the last few days. It's got some new growth coming out, so we'll let it go. And then this little one's got a little pink that's about as big as that one gets. And then I've got some more at the front. Alright, then we've got the yacon I planted not too long ago. They seem to be going really well. They won't be ready till winter when all the canes die back. The bananas are obviously taken off. You can see there's two new banana leaves out of this one. That's a new one there. You can see them curling out now. All of them are really starting to take off now. So they're going to start looking really good. They get brutalized in the winter, and you just get all these dead leaves. And then in the summer, they really start to take off. The only thing that makes it look ugly now is if we get really bad winds and it shreds them like that one. We've got the blood plum here, the ruby. You can see lots and lots of fruit on the tree for its second year. This is growing really quick. It's not even in the prime position because it only really gets morning shade, this one. We've got the tamarillo that's gone crazy on flowers. You can see tamarillo's gone crazy on flowers this year. So hopefully we'll get some fruit off it. Unfortunately, there's the other hibiscus there, heavily pruned. They say don't prune a hibiscus for its first 3 years, but they just start looking really ugly, so I just hack at it. And we've got another tamarillo here, which is just starting to bring out some flowers now. This is getting killed by snails though. I've just bought some snail bait, a dog friendly one. I'm going to put that down all around the ground to try and stop these snails from eating it. You can see they take all the green bark off it. There's one here, look. And then the ginger, that's going crazy as well. See all the new ginger coming up here. That's going really well. And of course, all my potatoes, heaps and heaps of potatoes, all really taken off now. I'm guessing some probably haven't made it, they've rotted probably. With the amount of rain we've had, it's just been crazy. Alright, so I've still got some spinach going. I've just planted some Lebanese cucumber, and then you just your standard your standard cucumbers here. They're not looking too good crash hot. They tend to look pretty bad when you transfer them out of a punnet, out of those things. You just damage the roots and they look sick for a while before they take off. They're new, I just put them in today. And then we've got some more potatoes here, different variety. You can see the different leaves. I think all these ones are the same. And then you've got a different variety here. I'll be harvesting these 2 lettuce here today, and then I'll start planting out with some corn. So I put all this corn in this half of the bed, and then when this cauliflower and broccoli is ready to harvest, I'll then fill up the other half. And I don't need to, because the sun's from behind me, it'll be okay when this corn's really high. This will still get us ample sunlight. The asparagus, again, I haven't been happy with this. This is really not taken off at all. I mean, I've got a few more that have come up since I've last done a video, but unfortunately, again, snails and slugs, because what they do, and this is a good example right here, see how they just chew the outer part of the asparagus, and then they'll come up to the head and eat the head. This one hasn't been touched yet. Or that might have a bit of snail damage here. That one hasn't been touched yet, but that's what they do. So I've put some snail pellets down here. You can see they've eaten the heads off these ones, and then the birds get in here and just dig this up all the time. There's a potato here which is self-seeded. Don't need them. They come up everywhere now. There's another one here. Look, when you've been growing potatoes for a few years, that's what you get. They'll come up in every garden bed, and I'll just pull them out. I think I've already pulled some out of these ones. All right, then we'll go back around. The dwarf red Chateau mulberry. Unfortunately, as you can see, it's dropping some fruit. Still holding on to some though. And again, it'll be a while before they're ready. We're getting some beauties on here. Look at that one. Look how long that mulberry is. And they'll start, what they do is I'm pretty sure what they do is they start ripening from the bottom and work their way up. But yeah, there's a lot that have fallen, unfortunately, as you can see, which is a shame. But never mind, we'll get a couple of crops out of them. The Grammy Chummer, this is getting a lot of new growth on it. This hasn't been in the ground for very long, and all this is a new growth. So pretty happy with that. Happy with that. And then we got I can't remember what this one is, Brazilian cherry. And as you can see there, newly in the ground, and we're getting some beautiful new growth coming out. The dwarf almond had a few flowers on it, but obviously too small. It's just been put in the ground as a bare root. So this won't look as though it will do much because it's on a dwarf rootstock. You're not going to get much growth. The bamboo, which is a division off my giant bamboo, which I thought was dying. As you can see, all this is dead, but all this here, there's another one around the back here, all this new growth coming through, so that's good, it's alive. There's another one there. And the giant bamboo hasn't done much apart from birds breaking it again. The wind snapped that one up the top, and as you can see, this one's bending right over past me. And then they start shooting from the side, as you can see. Hopefully we'll get an early season this season, and we'll get some canes that will be able to get to full bloody size this year. I got some more potatoes here. These are originally, these were going to get stacked up, and I was going to keep on topping it up with compost and soil. But it's been very difficult to get stuff due to the lockdown. And again, this one's getting attacked and eaten. And I haven't actually found anything that's doing the damage yet. I'll find them though, but they're coming along really well. I mean, there's a little potato there that should be under the ground, but look, if you just, there's one right there, look. You know, did you see that? There's one right there, and I think I found one. Oh yeah, look, so they're growing well, look. Not ready yet though. We're gonna get a big harvest out of these. So that's one variety there, that's another variety here. And then a separate variety here as well. So I think I got 1, 2, 3, 5 varieties perhaps. I've got the tropicals over here at the moment. All going really well with new growth. That's the Jaboticaba, large leaf. That's the giant Jaboticaba here. And then we've got the black sapote, and I'm pretty sure this fruit is getting bigger. It's dropping a few leaves, and it's also dropping a lot of its old flowers from last year that didn't eventuate into anything. But apart from that, we are getting some new growth from the black sapote. So that's good. Even this one, I think, you know, I'm sure this has got bigger. I'll have to go and have a look at some of the other videos, I think. And this is another reason why I do videos, so I can so I've got a record on all these plants and what happened and what I did wrong. And this is a seedling avocado. As you can see, we're starting to get new growth out of this. Ice cream bean, which was looking really, really thick, but it's put on a heap of new growth, as you can see. It's even started shooting down at the trunk a bit, but getting a lot of new growth. So this is going to start looking really healthy again. A cherimoya, here is a cherimoya. And it's really good to see this. New shoots coming out everywhere. Look at that. Well, that's new growth. That's all good to see. Lychee. This is actually growing, believe it or not. This here. Right there. Oh, these phone cameras are no good. Get the light, if I can get to it there. Some new flowers there. I think it's flower buds. Never grown a lychee before. Oh, and then we've got the white mulberry, which again, it's dropping some fruit as well. But oh look, look at this one here. Almost ripe, that one. Ooh, oh look at this one. Oh, it just fell off. It's not quite ripe, but you know what? I think we'll give it a taste, see how it is, eh? Here we go. Oh, sweet. It is sweet, very sweet. That is amazing, and it's not even ready yet. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this other one right here. Look at this one. Let's see. Oh yeah, that came off really easily. There's a bigger one. I'm going to taste this one as well, see if this is sweeter. No, it's actually not as sweet. In fact, there's a little bit of sweetness, but definitely not ready. I can see another one as well, look. Can't help myself. Here's another one just here, look. Oh, and that one actually really easily came off. I think this isn't going to be, this one might be sweeter. Let's have a go. Oh yeah. Oh. If you have not tasted a Chateau Mulberry, get one. It's like a healthy, like a nice treat, a lolly. Nice sweet life. It's hard to describe the flavour. Super sweet. Oh, there's got to be another one. Let's see if I can find another one. No. No. Oh, here we go. No, we'll give it a rest. Oh, hang on. I think I found one. Yep. There's another one. These can stay on the tree for longer, but they're still yummy. Oh, yeah, another sweet one. I can't describe it. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you, we've got the Davidson's plum here, and have a look at that new growth. If you want a tree that truly looks tropical, slow growing. I've had this for about 5 years, and it's probably about, I'd say, well, it's in a pot as well, don't forget. So it's probably 1, 2, 3.5 foot. But it's every year it grows that little bit quicker. Look at that. Hopefully we'll get fruit. Not this year though, I can't see any. Fruit grows on the trunk of the tree. Oh, it's tangled up in the trees. And again, avocados. Just bursting. Flowers are still opening. So this is the bacon. This is the bacon variety. And we're in the afternoon. The bacon's a B-type avocado, but because we're in the afternoon, that is the A-type flower that's open now. If I was to come back out here first thing in the morning, those flowers you see that are open now would have closed. And these ones here, in the middle of the screen, would be open in the morning. And then that's the opposite, because that's an A-type avocado. So those flowers that you see now are a B-type flower. If we come out in the morning, there'll be B-type flowers open. So there'll be opposite flowers on each tree. Okay. Her chicken's talking to me. And you can see here, this banana's really, see the pup down there has got some new leaves. We've got some new leaf this season. This one's starting to wake up, looks dead, but trust me, if those two are alive, we're doing good. There's one in a pot there as well, which looks pretty sad. Same with that one. I'll have to go in the ground this season. The avocado. Now, a couple of days ago, I found an avocado down this little hole here. It was beautiful and purple, and it looked perfectly ripe, and it was that perfect firmness. And I took it inside. My daughter loves avocado, so she was really excited. And I cut into it, and it was a perfect avocado that had fallen off my tree and probably sat down here for 2 days and ripened as well. And it was amazing, like buttery, the flavour. And I'm not kidding when I say this, because avocados in supermarkets, they pick them at like this stage, rock hard, because they transport easy. If you were to transport ripe avocados, by the time they got to the supermarket, they'd be squashed. But if you let an avocado ripe naturally on the tree, look at the size of these two here. If you let these ripen naturally on the tree, look at the size of that one. That's a beauty, that one. and start going that purpley colour to the point where you can just literally, you grab the avocado and just bend it up and it snaps off here. And then you only need to ripen it for 1 or 2 days inside. And the flavour is so much more intense. And I kid you not, they taste better. You can taste an avocado flavour so much more intensely. And it was creamier. And I know that's only one avocado, and obviously with these ones I'll compare them again. But I got so excited I didn't even video it. I just wanted to eat it. And then my daughter just like grabbed about 70% of the avocado and pretty much ran off and devoured it. But the avocados on this tree are amazing. Hass avocado. And then of course, if I won't go in the chicken enclosure because I'm trying to keep them in there for a bit. But you can see the Fuerte has got lots and lots of new growth on it. Lots of new growth. Didn't flower. Hopefully next year. The cherry. Look at the cherries. Now I'm hoping these will stay on. Because if these stay on, that's cherries in 2 years. It's only a 4 foot high avocado, 4 foot high cherry tree. That it's only been in the ground a year. Then we've got the apple here, which is the pink. I've lost the tag. Look, Pinkabella, I think. It's down here. I think it is. Sorry, Pink Lady. I think a Pinkabella is a tropical apple, actually. But there we go. There's possible apples. Cross fingers. This actually flowered a lot, and again, I think that's 2 years. Can't remember. Coming up to 2 years anyway. A pear. There's this variety. Now this is, hopefully we'll get some pears off this year, which will be another tree that's 4 foot high and been in the ground for coming up, well, it's just over a year, I think. Now, the Goldmine Nectarine. What is going on? Why aren't you waking up? That's October, I don't know, let's say the 12th, I can't remember. And this has not woken up yet. But I do the scratch test. That's green. It's awake, it's alive, but has not woken up yet. Now we've had an extremely wet season, or probably a year. A whole year has probably just been wet, really wet. Flooded like I've never flooded before. And sometimes if it's really wet, a tree can be set back and not wake up until late, but this is really unusual, so I'll keep a tab on that, otherwise that'll have to come out if it dies. I'll have to put something else there. The orange tree, which is looking really, really healthy, and we're getting a few more flowers that are not many though. There are some more coming up. Look, I think we'll get more coming up in the next few weeks. You can see, and then all the tropicals I've put under here. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them I've put under here to now obviously get irrigated. And some of these plants are going to need protection from the intense heat, because eventually the sun is up there now, but it will go over the house here and then shine under these trees. So I'll use this as a canopy to protect it to protect some of them. So we've got the soursop here, which there's no evidence of any new growth yet. Probably not warm enough, although there's something coming out there. And then we've got the custard apple here, which is starting to show some signs of some new growth here and here. You can just see on that branch some new buds that are opening up. And again there, can never focus. The other soursop, I bought these out sort of the second week of September, and then the third or fourth week in September we got a really cold night. I had to take them all back up under the veranda again to protect them, and they just got really badly damaged. The miracle fruit, it's got little bits of new growth. This is very slow growing. I'm not going to see fruit on this for a very long time, but as long as I keep it alive, we should be all right. The Rollinia, this has really surprised me, this plant. This is the Rollinia. There we go, which is the Brazilian custard apple. Okay, and again, this came out, got really badly damaged, as you can see, like the leaves just dried up. But all these leaves here all dried up. But again, it's still bringing out some new growth for me, so I was really surprised with this one. You can see all this new growth. This is really tropical, really tropical. Not as sensitive as some. Probably the soursops are more sensitive, but I'm just amazed on how this has actually grown. This here is a division of the shampoo ginger. Tiny piece, hoping that'll take. Cross fingers on that one. We've got the black sapote here, another variety. The Bernicker. And again, not much here. All I know is we've got a little tiny flower coming up here. There might be some more. There's some more little ones starting to form just in there. And it probably will produce flowers, but the chance of it producing fruit is very slim. There's some new growth just there as well. The other plum, can't remember the variety. Again, lots and lots of fruit. You see these little yellow ones, they're not going to make it. Just not going to make it. You can see here all these yellow ones drop off. See here, all these yellow ones are going to drop off, and it will leave probably these two bigger ones. So the tree's pretty good at dropping the fruit if there's too much, because obviously the tree has to survive. And again, it saves me thinning it out, because if all this fruit actually stayed on this tree, I'd snap this branch off. It'd be too heavy. But you can see they're all starting to get a bit of size on them as well now. Here's the other black sapote. Colossal. So this grows a massive fruit on it. Really not much happening here. I mean, we're starting to get some new tip growth here. Black sapote. I can't wait to get my first one. This is my 5-year coming on 6-year-old cherry tree. A lot bigger than that one down there, and again, it's produced fruit. Hang on, where is it? I've lost it. I've lost them. There's some over there, look. There's one there. So I remembered what type of cherry tree this is. This is the Lapin, this one. The Lapin. And I've hardly got any cherries on it, and they might fall off. See, there's some just here compared to this one, which is in the ground for its first year. If these stay on, there's a lot more. it still hasn't even burst out all of its buds yet. Hopefully they'll stay on. Cross fingers. All right, that's the backyard garden update. I didn't really show you the flowers of the Hass avocado. I hope this does it justice. I've noticed that the flowers are a lot thicker up the top to here than down here. Now what I'm guessing, and there's still flowers and new growth, but it seems to be, you know, the majority of the avocados are at 7 foot high right down to the, almost touching the ground here. Where up the top, just seeing if that avocado was ready. Up the top there's not as much fruit, and I think that's why there's more flowers up the top here. Like if you look at that branch, it's just full of flowers. They'll open up even more, they'll spread out even more. But we've got flowers. Look at this whole branch here. It's got flower buds on it. It's about 1.5 feet of flower buds on this one branch. And up the top's even more. But you can see the flowers are opening on this one. This is the Hass, which is an A-type. We're in the afternoon, so that's the B-type flower opening. There we go. Another update. I hope you enjoyed watching. I didn't show you the nectarine. Gee, getting a bit slack like this, aren't I? Nectarines are coming along all right. I don't think we're going to get a huge crop. Now, I treated this for leaf curl, and in most cases, it looks really good, except if you look up the top. I'll try and see if I can pull a branch down and show you, but unfortunately, there's a leaf curl right there. There's one right there. And I did spray. Now, I only did spray 2 times. I didn't spray the 3rd time because I started seeing some flower buds forming. But as you can see, we got a lot of leaf curl, but we still got fruit growing. And you'll still get fruit if you got leaf curl. You'll just have a limited amount. There's some really bad leaf curl here, but see, there's still the fruit here. And all the nectarines up the top there. So I'm going to definitely try and spray 3 times next year, trying to eliminate all leaf curl. Alright, thanks for watching. And the strawberries, which aren't flowering yet. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Take care. See you next time. Bye.